Yo, what is good? We're back at it with another video today. We got my boy Dean over here. Just to give all you guys some context, this is number one, the first person who I ever put on my trading strategy. Two, this is the guy who I ever started my online money journey with. We literally used to go door to door, cleaning windows every single summer, every single day, like no days off. And then we both transitioned into the whole online money space, trading. We were doing every single side hustle, online way to make money possible. And I'm over here to show you guys, because you guys will probably see by the title of this video, but I taught this guy my trading strategy like around 30, maybe 35 days ago. It's been like a month, a little bit over that, and he's literally already more profitable than so many traders out there in like the first 30 days. Like, just tell them a little bit about the strategy.
All right, so a little bit about the strategy. I've been doing this for like about a month now, and I've taken out my first payout on Top Step. Pull up the email. Boom, I took out a payout for $2,357, if you see on the screen. And I also got maxed allowed. I got maxed allowed on Top Step as well, and within my first month on all 50K accounts. As you can see, I have 5 50K accounts across Top Step.
And that's literally insane. Like, maybe a non-trader watching this is like not even that impressed, but for all you guys who are traders out here and like know how difficult trading can be for most people, in your first 30 days to get a payout and be profitable, and to get a max allocated 5 funded accounts on Top Step is literally unheard of. It's insane, bro. I'll give you guys a little bit of context on me. I did this strategy a couple months before I really kind of taught him, and I've been able to rinse Top Step for almost like 4 or 5 payouts now at this point. I'm going for like all 150K accounts now, so I'm gonna be. All right, so I'm just gonna start off by asking Dean some basic questions, and then we'll just go from there. So Dean, bro, what were your common thoughts around the topic of trading before you got into it with me?
Honestly, I just thought it was going to be really complicated. I thought I wasn't going to make profits within my first month. I thought it was going to take like a year at least to learn. That's what a lot of people have told me about trading, especially on Propfirms. That was going to be very, very rough, and it's going to be very tough for me to learn. But what I have noticed within this strategy that we are doing, it hasn't taken me longer than 10 minutes a day. And I've applied it every day on the trading days from from Monday to Friday. And I've also taken one payout within my first month.
Yeah, that's insane. Most traders will go through the trenches. They're going to be back testing. They're going to be blowing evals, spending hours and spending hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of dollars on accounts and mentorships before they ever see a return, an actual trading profits. And they might take even up to 6 months to a whole year to even become somewhat profitable. But just to give you guys some context, I'm also brand new in trading. I'm 3 months in, just a couple of months more than him. And just to tell you guys, we know nothing really that in depth about trading. Our strategy is literally one of one. It's unlike anything else you guys have ever seen or heard before, and I guarantee no one knows what it is. It's not something you guys can find online at all, and it's one of those strategies where the reason how Dean was able to learn it in 30 minutes isn't because he's smart, isn't because he's a fast learner. It's because the strategy is so damn simple. It doesn't need you to know any trading concepts or anything like that. If you were to ask me and Dean right now, bro, do you know what an inverse for value?
I don't even know what that is, bro.
No, we don't know what inverse for
value is. ICT is either.
ICT, liquidity, SMTs, internal highs. All these concepts, me and him don't use them. Don't know what they are, and they aren't part of our strategy. Our strategy, I'm telling you guys, it's one of one, and that's why I haven't made a video.
It's the best in the game.
It's the best in the game, bro.
Yes,
30 days in, already freaking payout, max allocated on Top Step. I'm a couple months in, I've been rinsing Top Step at this point, and I'm going from the max payout this month. So it's insane how just crazy this strategy is. Guys, and the next part I wanted to get into is just kind of letting you guys know that this strategy isn't like a get-rich-quick scheme. You can definitely get rich quick, but it still requires some form of consistency and discipline. And I'm going to kind of let Dean just take the wheel and kind of explain his own consistency that he had to go through and his own discipline and how he had to kind of control himself in difficult times in trading.
So one of the things I struggled with within my first week of trading was just the discipline. I did end up blowing 2 accounts before I actually passed my first account and then passing 4 more. I had to learn discipline. Discipline was actually really important to me just because it taught me, discipline is very important because it taught me not to overtrade, and honestly that's helped me basically pass all these accounts. Just stick to the strategy, and that's what honestly made me win. That's what made me get my first payout.
Yeah, and that's what I can tell to anyone who wants to learn my strategy or who is currently learning my strategy, is that if you will probably see the most amount of results if you only trade the strategy. But again, you could trade the strategy with me on Google Meet like I do with all my students, but then I can't control whether or not you trade after that. I can't control whether you trade my strategy, but you're over trading, you're sizing in way too heavy, you're revenge trading after losses. And every strategy has losses. We have about an 80% win rate. But on those 20% losing days, if you revenge trade, if you over trade on your losing days, that's something that you need to overcome with yourself, and that's something that the strategy and working with me isn't going to save you. At the end of the day, trading is like a mirror. It's going to reflect to you your exact weaknesses, and if you can't control yourself on your losing days, to not overtrade, to not revenge trade, and just to not trade outside of the winning strategy in general, then you're not going to become profitable, and it's just as simple as that. And I honestly had to go through this process myself, but luckily for the both of us, it literally took us a couple of days. He blew 2 accounts, I blew a couple accounts myself, but thank God it took us that short amount of time to actually learn these concepts of discipline and consistency and get over them. Because most traders out there are gonna fail and fail and fail and blow accounts and not be profitable, not be consistent, and never see $1 in payouts, because it's gonna take them months and months and months and even years to get over the consistency and discipline required to be traders. But luckily for me and Dean, we're able to get over this relatively quickly and actually just begin rinsing these prop firms. And yeah, sir, it's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting.
It's crazy that 8 months ago we're literally doing window cleaning. It was we made like barely any money, and then we switched onto the strategy after 8 months, and we're about to do 20-30K our first months.
As we're gonna begin to wrap it up, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more understanding on me. So guys, I did a completely different business model called growth operating about a couple months ago, and I'm telling you guys, I had my first 5-figure month, and then after my income went literally to zero. And I remember, guys, because I had a lot of DMs on my Instagram: did you quit growth operating? Did you quit info? What happened? Why are you trading now? I'm telling you guys, I used to work on the business model of growth operating for hours and hours and hours a day. I would go to the library, I would go to coffee shops in my own college campus. I'd be working, doing outreach, cold DMs, cold loops, cold emails, making content, hopping on calls with creators, and I saw zero results. Literally, I was slaving my life away, and I thought I was being productive. I thought I was being a disciplined person. I thought that hard work was gonna get me to actually being successful. But that's not how it works. Hard work and just putting in hours and hours and hours in a terrible business model will never take you anywhere. You need to find a business model, find a trading strategy, find something that works for you, and be consistent and be disciplined with it, and you will see the results that you want to see. Because our trading style literally takes us 10 minutes a day, and we're over here making way more money than growth operating would have ever made us. And it's not because we're better, but we're just simply in a better vehicle. We're in a better business model that allows us to not trade our time for money. And that's the perfect thing. And again, most people on here, if you guys wanted to learn the strategy from me, you're not going to have to go through the trenches of learning your own strategy. All you're going to have to do is trade with me live, learn the strategy from me, which will take anyone, literally a complete beginner, 30 minutes to learn. And like I said, like me and Dean said, be consistent, be disciplined, and you will see the results you want to see. We're going to end it off like this. We got 1 more minute. Dean, do you want to say anything else?
Yeah, so remember guys, this was my first month. I literally got max alloed on 550K accounts, and I also got my first payout just within this first month. You guys got to stay consistent and stay true to yourself. You can't overtrade. Don't overtrade.
Exactly. All right, guys. Appreciate all of you for watching this video. My Instagram's going to be linked down below. If you have any questions about our trading style, our trading strategy, whatever it is, shoot me a DM. I'll respond to all you guys. Everyone have a good day. Peace.